In this video, let's put the engine back in. Well, she's getting ready to go back in. Not going to be easy. I'm going to have to push her out of the garage a little ways and then jack up the front end. And yeah, that's... Then I gotta jockey this thing around. It doesn't steer with the front wheels, so it'll be a little bit of a challenge, but we're gonna get her. We got the engine up in the air. I just put my starter wire on. It's got a relay on the starter. So we wired that up. So it's not hard to get to from underneath, but just one less thing. I got the O2 sensor wire there. This is going to get grounded on something. But yeah, about ready to stick her in there. Of course, my camera went dead while I was videoing this, so I don't know how much of it is captured, but it is sitting on the motor mounts. I have a lot yet to do, but it's back in the car, and that is a huge relief. Well, off camera, I got the car up on jack stands so I could get underneath of it and put the trans-mount and cross member in. So I got that done. Did a little work putting carburetor, hooking up the MSD ignition, the 3G alternator down there, stuff like that. Not a whole lot of exciting stuff. I didn't think to film it. But anyway, I'm probably going to wrap up this video here. I have to leave today to go to California for work, and it is early August. I'll be home for the weekend, and then I leave for Seoul, South Korea until the beginning of September, which means I might get some work done this weekend when I get home. I don't know. Then when I'm home in September, be a mad rush to get her finalized for No Name Nationals. So I'm hoping that I'll get her done in time, and we'll just have to see. Got to bleed the brakes, bleed the clutch, put the radiator in, the export brace, drive shaft back in, throttle linkage, just piddly stuff like that, nothing major. So shouldn't have any trouble getting it ready. So thanks for watching.